Okay, welcome back to Case Closed Anime Review, episode number 93. If you're curious though why the lighting on my video basically looks a bit dark, because some light on my computer basically just happened to be like that. If it looks a little better, basically, if you're looking from your perspective, fine, but that's just what I see it when I look at my camera. Okay, now this episode I'm discussing the brand new series, which is called Kid vs. Komei, the Target Part 2. Yep, and the newest chapter of the manga, Chapter 261. Yes, this got released this week. This episode adapts chapters 1020 and 1021. From what I can tell, very little change. They kind of put some dialogue before they actually show it. Now, this one, basically, like I said before in last week's episode, this is the most recent appearance of the Kaido Kid. Yeah, like an actual appearance by the Kaido Kid. Though, here's kind of the strange thing when it comes to this particular arc. You only see him in his outfit once, toward the end of it. Yeah, we see him in his iconic look he's known for having. The white top hat, the monocle, the white suit. Yeah, he doesn't wear it until like the last couple minutes of the episode. Yeah, I don't fault the anime for that. That's actually not their fault. That's the fault of the actual chapters they adapt from. Well, they kind of figure out, though, what caused the whole illusion of seeing like a bunch of different rings. Yeah, it turns out this is actually caused by a special technique where they can put an injection into like a block of ice that people think there's a flower inside of it, even though there really isn't. So, they think, and of course the inspector, who constantly hounds the Kaido Kid, thinks that either Kachin or Hiji might be the Kaido Kid. And he wants to do a strip shots on him, and Hiji points out, though, that won't be necessary because if one of us is the Kaido Kid, we would have the jewel on us, and the alarm will prove it. And they walk through, nothing happens. Carter knows something quite odd about Kachin, like the fact that she is basically bending her knees a lot. Carter thinks she used the bathroom, and Ren is like, "Don't do that. That's very inappropriate." So they politely go to the bathroom, though they actually do, in fact, don't show them like walking off like they do like in the manga. They basically do show them still walking off. In the anime, they're already gone. What Conan points out, though, yeah, the reason why Haji keeps her close because Kach is the Kaido Kid. And both Mori and of course Rand like, what? How'd you figure that out? The bending knees and the way she talks. She first says Anchin, and the character is not a full phrase. So they figure out, yep, it's the Kaido Kid. They also have it where, oh look, they're in the, of course they need to spend the night in the office. Well, because they were going to take a taxi home, but the trains will be running for a few hours. So why not spend in the museum? Like, okay, fine. So they go to the office to spend the night, and of course, catch, oh, they're nice and soft. And it looks like though the Hiji is about to like plant a kiss on Kachin. We're lucky enough that Rand comes in and points out, though, yeah, that's not Kachin, that's the Kaido Kid. And he just basically sneaks back, of course, sneaks away and gets back the phone. And also, I should point out, though, Conan doesn't know his tools on the floor, so proves that, yep, they did hear some tools running, and of course, they probably had a light underneath the sheet in order to get the drill hole in and supposedly get the ring out. Yeah, and then Kachin basically goes in and takes a look at the glass. Well, the ice had already been melted because they turned off the AC. Probably turned the heat on. And Conan sees that, yep, took out the jewel, and of course, well, says he was finding out, plants a smoke bomb, and escapes. And of course, they point out, oh, he won't keep it very long. He doesn't keep his jewels. He just simply returns to if he doesn't find the jewel he wants, he returns to the rightful owner. And, well, it's not the guy who they think it is. Nope. It was actually the woman she was right. And, well, the inspector starts investigating him right after that. Though we later see the woman who basically really wanted the jewel back for her grandmother. We see the Cow Kid returns it to her, And, well, that's the last scene of Kind of Kid because, well, it's implied he did show up in the most recent arc of the manga before the current arc starts. But yeah, that's it for the Kato Kid for quite some time in the manga. That was basically when it episode 221. This is like 40 chapters later. Yeah, 40 chapters later. And the thing is, from what I can check on see, I looked up online. If there's going to be a new episode release next week, the answer is nope. Repeat. So no new episode next week. And yeah, and also they do have an epilogue of Komei. Yeah, Komei is later seen talking to Sato and Takagi. So it figures out that the envelope was sent by Date, is basically Takagi's old partner, who now he does ask like why is referred to as Missouri as Missouri-kun, and Sato points out though because I was a senior detective, I problem with that. It's like no, because he knows better not. Because he knows better to upset the woman he loves. Yep, and then of course, well, Komei basically see what the envelope is. It's a smartphone with a bullet hole in it. And he easily figures out, though, that he quit the police force, joined the public security service, and then he got killed. And then, of course, well, he figures it out easily. Of course, Takagi sees him out. He walks off and he remembers that his brother did contact him. That says, oh yeah, I made a friend in Tokyo. His nickname is Zero. Yep, which means that he's probably going to speak to Amuro soon. And as far as I can tell, I don't think he does. He probably is thinking let's talk to him, but yeah, also his two friends show up in the episode. Quite nice to see them. And as far as I can tell for them, they haven't shown up since then, as far as I can tell. They may show up later, I may have forgotten, but it's been a while since I've read the chapters that came right after this one. Alright, so on to the news chapter of the manga, which starts a brand new arc. Yep, chapter 1061, The Bloodstained ID. The chapter starts off with a guy basically receiving a code on a smartphone, and then the guy he's meeting with a guy, of course, there's a bloodstain on it. And, well, there's a bloodstain, and all of a sudden a guy pops out nowhere. It's actually Vodka. Yep, Vodka. He goes, sorry, Tony will make it. And of course, there's a bloodstain in the ID. And then he's confronted with frickin' Jin. He's like, tell me how it is. And then he proceeds to kill him right there. And then, of course, you have Conan with the detective boys. And then, of course, they just happen to hear like a gunshot, a thud, and they come across the dead agent. Oh no, a foreigner. And looks like his hair is, but yeah, it's the same guy. Yep, same guy again, shot. And then Conan uses his special glasses to look up, and he sees Vodka. Yep. But he doesn't see that he killed another guy on the roof. So, basically, because he's at Jin and Vodka there, it says, Hybra, take them back where we came from. What? Got it. And Hybra, whatever you do, don't show your face. You know what I mean, right? She's really, yeah. Okay, see. Time to go. And then we see Korn and, well, the two assassins with the Black Organization. Yeah, making their first appearance in the manga in quite some time. And we're like, oh look, there's a kid in the hoodie approaching the body. Can I shoot him? Yes, take one shot. He looks so, wait. And it's Rina. Yep, making her first appearance in the manga since Rem was activated. Like, wow, that was a while ago. Like, I would say that happened like, about 200-300 chapters back. Because it's been quite some time she made an appearance in the manga. Like, crowd of 4 now. And they're like, crap, did somebody die? Yeah, but Puss, we still have retrieved the FBI ID from his body. Doesn't matter. The FBI has been snooping around business here without Japanese authorization. I'm sure they have no interest in exposing themselves by making our existence public. Although it will certainly quite cause a commotion. True. And of course they scram, and of course they all leave. All 5 of them. Carl looks over the body and sees that, well, look, the guy is a dead FBI agent. And like, are you serious? Wait, do you like movies? Isn't that fake? And he sees the code. Like details can wait. And Cohen tells Hybrid, take the nearest convenience store and have Fester pick you up in the Beetle. What were you gonna do? I gotta go somewhere else. I need to go. I need to head out first. I'll first see ya. Damn, what's happening here? And he contacts Aki, and of course, his parents like not picking up, so they go. He goes to his house. It's like, some familiar voices, and it opens up. Oh look, more FBI agents. Yo, agents. Yep. Everything started 3 days ago. We lost contact with our agents, Aaron. Well, agents, Aaron. Yeah, and of course, James is back. Yep, James is back, and oh wow, he's another character who has not made appearance in manga in some time. Yeah, he made a few appearances in the anime, but wow, seeing him again is great. Especially as he's the one in charge of this FBI team. He uses the code to exchange rendezvous points. Yep, so basically they get up to speed, basically what's going on. Yep, he informs it that Agent Aaron has been killed. Yeah, and of course bring up Agent Jim. He fell to death from an abandoned building earlier. It was quite possibly pushed up, so they saw Bach on the rooftop, and they're all shocked to hear that. I said, that's why I came here to inform Aki. But how I managed to ambush him without knowing their cipher code? When they have hacked the mission of this effort, seeing as the code contains the address, date, and time of the meeting. It was like, huh? Yep. Absolutely fantastic chapter. Can't wait for the next one to come out, which probably be next week, because, well, that's probably when the chapter's going to be released. But, yeah, probably no new episode of the anime next week, but definitely a new chapter of the manga. Oh, yeah, I'm going to give this chapter roughly a 10 out of 10. Fantastic chapter. Especially the return of various FBI in the Black Organization is making their first move in the series in some time. Oh my gosh, wow. Surprisingly, no appearance by Vermouth in this chapter. Yeah, almost all the rest of the current active Black Organization agents are acting in this chapter, but not Vermouth for some reason. Don't know why, but yeah, great chapter. Definitely looking forward to next week's chapter. Okay, so that's it for single review, and that probably a video tonight because I don't think I'll have time to do any other videos tonight. So tomorrow I expect to see a review for Naruto Shippuden, One Piece, Boruto, and probably my first view for Seraph of Dead. Okay? See you next video. Bye.